Hey guys, welcome back to 6 Mile Outdoors. I'm Bobby Harris. Hey, today we're going to be doing a product review for a new set of sights. I ordered a lot of my equipment from Pure Archery Group, who carries Bowtech, Black Gold, Tight Spot, Ripcord, all those type top name brands in the industry. And I wanted to kind of show you this. We're going to go over the Black Gold sight. Now, the one I particularly ordered that I ordered for myself is called the Dual Trac. And the reason for that is because you can see here, it has 2 pins in the housing, and they're extremely bright. They've got a fiber optic system here that, of course, transfers the light down into the pin, and I really like that. But the reason I chose to use a vertical pin system like you see here is because primarily, I'm getting older, and all of the pins that you see in the housing, where there's 3 or 5 or however many it is, tend to be somewhat distracting for me. So I've got to, in the last number of years, I've got to shooting a single pin, and this particular one is called the Dual Trac. So it actually has 2 pins in there, and both move independently. The bottom pin actually can be adjusted independent of the top pin. And what that does for you, at least in my situation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this thing up for 20 yards and 40 yards respectively, and have that set up so that, if I don't have to move the thing. If a deer comes in, 0 to 20, I know to use my top pin. Anything 30 to 40, I can either bracket him or use the 40-yard pin. And beyond that, it does have the adjustment here to be able to dial it to the adjustment that you need. It also comes with all the sight marking tapes that you can put on here. Now, not only are your pins independently adjustable, but your marks for your pins are independently adjustable. So once you get this set up and everything is dialed in with your correct tape, the way they tell you to calibrate it, then you'll be able to just dial it to the particular range you need, if it's beyond, what you're setting it for. Now, the one thing I like about this is not only does it have a 3-axis adjustment, and which I'm going to have my buddy set this up. I've got the brand new SS34 Bowtech right here. That's what it's going to go on, and he's going to set this up, and he's very anal about getting all of everything level and set correctly in the beginning. So he'll be setting that 3rd-axis adjustment for me as well. But not only that, it's micro adjusting both the horizontal and the vertical positions. So, it really makes for fine tuning and makes that real easy on the system. The whole premise behind this is just to make it as easy as possible for the hunter. Now, I chose the one that bolts directly to the bow because I didn't want to have all the dovetail sliding in and out and the movement there. I'm just kind of that way. So I chose the one that's fixed position to the bow, and my tight spot quiver will go over the top of this and be able to kind of clamp on there. So anyway, I wanted to show you what I've done here. Now, you say, well, you heard me say earlier that, it's getting a little bit tough for me to see. And so I like to use a vertical pin system and not have a bunch of a cluster of pins, in my opinion, in the way. A lot of people like that. A lot of people like having, from 20 to 50 or maybe even farther number of pins setting there. Myself, I like to be able to adjust that. But one thing that I found out, I'm having to use readers anymore. So it's become very challenging for me to be able to see the pins even through a peep. So I've got what's called a verifier peep. I don't know if you guys are getting older, but if you haven't tried a verifier, you might want to look into that. I found this in my local pro shop over in Wagner, Oklahoma. And you can actually, they've got the peep right here, and you can actually look through it, and test it while you're looking at some pins. So you can hold the pins out, look at it, look through it, and be able to say, oh, wow, that clears them up quite a bit, as it did for me. And so it really made it stand out. It doesn't blur out anything in the distance. It just clears up the pins at arm's length. So it's really helpful for older eyes like mine. So anyway, just throwing that out there, kind of along with this Black Gold review. But hey, if you haven't tried this, you ought to go out to the Pure Archery Group website and take a look at this. Just, go to Black Gold or whatever you want to do there. But nonetheless, look at the Black Gold sights, because I'm telling you, they're quality made, heavy duty, and you're going to be satisfied with what you get. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for looking at this product review. And if you have any questions, put them down below. If you like what I'm doing, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things. You know what to do. Thanks, guys. Love you.